Marco is truly such a tragic character if you think about it. He warmed up to Odin really fast and Odin got done dirty. Decades later, one of Marco's own crewmates, Thatch, was taken out by Blackbeard, his other crewmate. Blackbeard being the whole reason that Ace was captured and sent to execution. He watched Ace get taken out with his own eyes, then watched the same happen with Whitebeard. His captain that he knew his whole life and one of his best friends were taken out in a single day. Probably a lot of other crewmates too, if we're being for real. So he needed his get back, right? And the payback war happened, which didn't turn out much better. They were obliterated, which is what is stated in the manga, and in the anime we can see that ourselves. I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of Whitebeard remnants were finished right here. That's not where it ends, because 16 of Whitebeard's 43 subordinate crews were taken out by Weevil, and seeing as some of these used to be Whitebeard crewmates, it's definitely people Marco knew. And finally, we had the Battle of Wano, where Izo was sadly taken out, another one of Marco's dear friends. He just can't catch a break, man. I really hope there's a decent amount of Whitebeard remnants left for like the final war or something, like at least Vista and Jozu I have confidence in. But Whitebeard took one for the team in order for his remnants to leave the war at Marineford. He specifically told Marco to not interfere. This sounds familiar. If you're not caught up to chapter 1088 of Egghead, then do not watch further. Y'all would rather ask, how is Bogard such a fraud? How is he so useless? How does he care so little about Garp? When you don't think to ask, how is Bogard? How is he? Because we simply have not seen Bogard's reaction to Garp receiving all these injuries at Hachinosu. Garp receives the bulk of these injuries after we see Bogard. Do me a favor and oblige me for 15 seconds, take off the agenda piece glasses. Imagine your captain of over 38 years plans to sacrifice himself and not leave the island you are sailing to and take all this damage simply to preserve the new generation and make sure they are safe. Having to be a spectator to all of that and just watch it happen would probably be pretty brutal emotionally. But it's funny because we really gotta act like Bogard somehow couldn't handle himself at Hachinosu when he trained Marines who could handle themselves at Hachinosu. We really gotta act like these pirates at Hachinosu are more impressive than the strongest pirate crew at God Valley that he fought. We really gotta act like Rayleigh didn't watch his captain's best friend and son get packed up live on TV when he was right next door to Marineford. All I'm saying is this community is so agenda pilled that they won't even consider for half a second that maybe, just maybe, Bogard could have been going through something at Hachinosu. Might be more to Bogard than we see. He might not be as flat of a character as we think. I hope Oda sheds some light on this. I also want to bring up that Marineford might have been a traumatic event for Bogard as well. Like, I brought up Rayleigh's reaction just for jokes, right? But Bogard's reaction could be similar to Rayleigh's. I mean, if anything, I would like to think that Bogard would have more of a relationship with Ace than Rayleigh did. Garp is clearly, visibly, not a good parent, right? That's probably why he gave to Dawn, Luffy, and Ace. So who do you think all that parental weight was falling on when Garp had Ace? And maybe Luffy too. If anything, I think you can give me that they have at least met before, right? And there's no way Whitebeard and Bogard haven't met before too. I mean, Garp and Whitebeard have clearly met. His potential attachment to Whitebeard and Ace could be why he wasn't even at the war. Maybe he just saw it as unjust and he's like, nah, I'm not even going to attend it. I mean, if he has a status like Garp, maybe he can get out of that, but I don't know. We do know he was at a certain Marine garrison and that's where he captured Buggy. So maybe that's what he was doing during the war. That might be a topic for another day though.